Hi everyone, Renee here. Thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm going to be talking all about my favorite hydrating toners. So this is in response to my 7 skin method video, which honestly I've so enjoyed reading your comments. I love that so many of you who tried it out for the first time shared your experiences with me. I loved seeing your skincare routines on Instagram. Thank you for tagging me in your posts. But it seems that we all have the same experience, which is that surprising immediate result. So when I did that video, I assumed that everyone would have a toner that they're already loving and that they could use for this method. But the response was a lot of you really wanted and needed recommendations for hydrating toners. The first product we use should be about adding back what we lose in the cleansing process, namely hydration. It should also act as a good booster for oncoming products. These are generally labeled as first treatment essences, toners, or skins. So today I'm going to focus mainly on hydrating toners / skins, which are also the perfect products to use for the 7 skin method. You can also use first treatment essences for the 7 skin method, but I tend to only use it for maybe 3 skins rather than the whole 7 because first treatment essences do tend to be quite costly. I also feel they tend to be a little thinner and less hydrating, so you don't get the full hydration impact. So very quickly, I want to reiterate what I try to avoid in my toners, particularly when you want to layer multiple layers of it. We spoke about alcohol, so any product with a fair amount of alcohol in it will probably end up drying your skin out more. The other thing I would avoid is any ingredient that's astringent, so obviously no alcohol, but witch hazel is another one. If you want to use your witch hazel toner for maybe 1 layer, that's fine, but I definitely wouldn't do like 3 to 7 layers of it. The same goes with acids. Do not layer acid toners on your face. You can, right after cleansing, do what you usually do, which is swipe on 1 layer, and then after that, just use hydrating toners. The other thing I would avoid, particularly during the daytime, is multiple layers of anything that has a lot of citrus in it, citrus extracts or citrus oils. These are phototoxic ingredients that can really make your skin very sensitive to the sun. I'm not so concerned if it's like in the last 5 ingredients of a formula. That's mainly just for fragrance purposes, but there are a lot of toners where the citrus extracts and oils actually appear pretty high up in the ingredients list. So those are the ones you want to be careful about doing multiple layers of during the day. I learned that the hard way. You can also use face mists for this method. You just spritz it on your skin and then just pat it in and then do maybe a few layers of that. You do want to be cautious though, because a lot of face mist formulations have so much alcohol. One of you guys actually made a comment that didn't even occur to me, but it's perfect, and that is my DIY mist is also perfect for this method. It's pretty much just pure aloe, a little bit of glycerin, a little bit of oil, super hydrating. I will leave the links for that in the description box down below. So I want to start off with something really budget friendly but fantastic, and that is this one from Secret Key. This is the Aloe Soothing Moist Toner. Many of you are already familiar with the Secret Key brand. This toner is $10 and it's great. The ingredients list here is simple, it's clean, it uses mainly aloe vera. This also has snail mucin filtrate, sodium hyaluronate, glycerin, beta-glucan, and green tea, all wonderful things, wonderful ingredients for your skin. This consistency of this is very watery, it's very thin, probably the thinnest out of all the ones that I'm going to show you today. This is completely weightless, so if you're someone who doesn't want like the heaviness or the tackiness, then you can do a full 7 layers of this really quickly and you will not feel the weight of it on your skin. This will still leave your skin very hydrated, very plump, probably not as long lasting as the other toners that I will show you, but if you're starting out, then this is perfect. Or you can do a few layers of this and just layer it with something more weighty. This is really great for all skin types. It's highly soothing, it's hydrating, it's non-irritating whatsoever. There's no real scent here, maybe a little bit when you first dispense it, but it goes away within seconds, so it's not something that lingers beyond the minute it comes out of the bottle. I think if you want to do this method, but you're concerned about getting through a lot of product very quickly and that it might be very expensive, then this is absolutely a great toner for you to consider. It's just a great toner to consider, period. I've talked about Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner. This has appeared in a few of my skincare routines last year, but also in my 2016 favorites. This is full of the usual humectants, but also the plant extracts that are aimed at soothing and repairing the skin such as Centella asiatica, licorice root, and a lot of wheat amino acids that help with inflammation. This is so good at hydration retention. It's perfect for the 7 Skin method because it's actually still quite thin. It's got a little bit of body to it, but it's still quite thin and watery, so it absorbs very, very quickly, and you can layer. This has a very faint scent to it. It's not a deliberate scent, so it goes away very quickly, but also it just smells like plant extracts. There are a few new brands that have come out recently that have really caught my attention and pretty much been blowing my mind. One of them is ALOE. We're going to talk about their Dual Moist Toning Lotion. Just another product that's just such good value for its price. So this brand is all about building your skin barrier using plant-derived ingredients, mainly olives. So ALOE is basically olives and barrier. Every product in this brand has a pH of 5.5, which is that of our skin. Pretty much eliminates everything that is artificial from its formula, including chemical preservatives. This is super gentle. This has been an absolute skin saver, particularly when my skin was very sensitive from trying to climatize back into this really uber dry climate. This is so soothing, so hydrating. One of the key ingredients in here is a plant-derived squalane from olives, which is something that is naturally produced in our own skin. Is one of the best things you could even put on your skin. I will talk a lot more about that in a future video. Other than that, this has sodium hyaluronate, vitamin B5 panthenol, madecassoside, which is derived from Centella asiatica, so really soothing ingredient. It's got allantoin, oatmeal, broccoli extract, and green tea extract in here. This is very light, slightly viscous in consistency. It definitely holds onto moisture when you pat it on your skin. Very quick absorbing, but feels beautiful on your skin. This is great for all skin types, but is particularly aimed for skin that needs balancing. So oily, dehydrated, dry, or aging skin. Just skin that lacks hydration and suffers from all the imbalances that come as a result of that. Again, this is mild to 0 scent. Whatever there is dissipates almost immediately on contact with your skin. Similarly, this is another new brand that has seriously caught my eye. A lot of you have been requesting a brand spotlight on this. We're talking about Pyeongkang Yule and the Essence Toner. This is one of my favorite products in the entire line. This is definitely a standout for me. This, at first pat, was love. So this skincare line was created by a very famous clinic for traditional Asian medicine in South Korea. So this is a skincare line that embraces the same principles that are applied to Asian medicine and health. One of the biggest themes of which is, of course, balance. This formulation contains only the necessary ingredients to create balance and optimize moisture retention in our skin. So it's a very short ingredients list. Everything in here has been very carefully selected to produce something that is very gentle and safe for your skin. This is ridiculously hydrating, and it has quite a bit of heft. The consistency of this is more viscous, it is thicker, and it's like putting a comforter on your skin rather than just a cotton blanket. This formula contains 91% astragalus root extract, which is very commonly used in Chinese medicine. But when applied topically to the skin, this root extract has been proven to increase the circulation in that area, which is great at accelerating wound healing. So this root also has anti-inflammatory properties, so this might be something you want to explore if you have skin that is damaged. If you've got acne that's healing up, this might be a good thing for you. This is also great if your skin is very sensitized or is healing from very harsh treatments, or if you're using tretinoin. This will just comfort your skin and give it so much hydration. There's something else with this formula that leaves your skin feeling slightly smoother. It's almost like when you have rice bran in a formula, your skin feels sort of silky smooth. There's a little bit of that going on here too. There isn't really a scent to this. There is a very sort of faint woodsy smell that's just slightly medicinal. I'd like to quickly also talk about Earth's Recipe Energy Boosting Toner. I've spoken about this before. This is a highly hydrating toner. This consistency is probably the most similar to the Huamisa one. This brand in general is another one that is just really gentle on your skin. Perfect for sensitive skin. It doesn't have any of those harsh, unnecessary ingredients in it, and everything is from the earth and natural. So the main key ingredient here is the tremella mushroom. This entire formula is based around that. The tremella mushroom is sort of like a fungus that has this incredible ability to absorb water. So it's actually nature's hyaluronic acid. It holds up to 500 times its weight in water. But in addition, it's a superfood. It's a mushroom that's full of antioxidants as well. Just even 3 or 4 layers of this, you're already gonna really feel it. But you definitely get a sense of the whole energy boosting side of it as well. It just makes your skin feel sort of alive. It's hard to describe. So of course there's this, the Gothamista Organic Flowers Toner. I've spoken about this so much, I do not need to talk about it anymore. This was in my 2016 favorite products. It's definitely one of my favorite toners, but one of the best toners for the 7 Skin method. It seems that most people who do it use this. And this is actually a hefty toner as well. It really packs in the hydration. This and the Earth's Recipe one will both leave your skin feeling quite tacky, but that's okay because as soon as you use moisturizer over it, that tackiness goes away, but it will really fill your skin out. I have to mention one of my favorite French pharmacy toners, which is this one from BIODERMA. It's from the HYDRABIO line, and it is the moisturizing toning lotion. I love this toner. It's basic, but it's not. It has that same hydrating impact as a lot of the toners we talked about today. It's just very, very hydrating, very gentle. It doesn't really carry things that you don't need for your skin. It's comforting, it's replenishing, it's gentle, it's soothing. This has also been tested for the eye area, so you can also use this over your eyes as well. This formula is full of the usual humectants. It's also got niacinamide and allantoin, and it also has apple water, which is a common ingredient in a lot of Asian products as well, because it's a humectant and also because it's naturally acidic. I also want to mention HYDRABIO because a lot of you guys asked me about whether or not that's a great thing to use for the 7 Skin method. I think it is. It's just a little heavier though than your average toner, which is why I kind of always use it as a first step moisturizer rather than as a toner. So you might want to mix it in and maybe have the last few skins be the HYDRABIO hyaluronic acid. I'm going to throw it in a bonus here, even though this is technically sort of more like an essence treatment than it is a toner. It is what you saw me using for the 7 Skin method. This is from Blythe. It's the Vital Treatment Pulp Essence 8 Nourishing Beans. They've actually got quite a few versions of this. This one is probably the heaviest out of all of them. This is just another one of Blythe's innovative products. This actually has pulp in this essence, which are suspended beads of vitamin E, which burst when they hit your skin. So this is ultra moisturizing and nourishing. This formula itself is made up of 8 nourishing beans, so this is like a superfood essence. This is not just hydrating, it's also moisturizing, but it's not too heavy. I mean, if you're only going to use 1 or 2 layers, it's actually quite light and thin, very, very refreshing because it's also got a teeny bit of peppermint oil in it, so you get a bit of that sort of cooling effect. This is fantastic for anti-aging or if you have dry skin. I don't know if I'd recommend it for oily skin because you might find it a little heavy. So guys, that's it for my toner collection review. I really did want to make this kind of a top 5 toners type thing, but I just couldn't. So I hope you don't mind all the extra options and choices. I really do hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm wishing you great skin health. Bye!